I see you shiver with anticipation.
But it's not my place to judge why people like a weird thing. I never do that.
Then what are you for?
Treachery to intellectual integrity.
Drooling, blithering idiots.
Absolute moral chaos.
What the is wrong with you? What the
What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire.
Patient.
Life is chaos. Nothing. Life is sacred.
Welcome to the Freak and the Deviant episode -14. Sadly today, Baymax is not gonna Baymax. Alex is not gonna be here today. He's actually kind of sick today. Sorry about that. But in his place, we got. Okay, well, first of all, my name is Spider,
and this is Lorcan.
Lorcan, how you doing? Thank you guys for joining us here. Today is National Tequila Day, so we have shots of tequila and limes in there. We'll get to it eventually. We have a couple subjects in mind. We had, for one, you're a burner, right?
Yep.
So this is going to be an interesting conversation. I know nothing about burners.
I'll give you the lowdown, don't worry.
Yeah, we'll get there. We also got, what is it, St. Andrew's Crosses?
Yep.
Period sex. And I wanted to talk about ASMR, and I think I had another subject in mind, but ASMR and period sex. We had the same subject. Okay, cool. So we'll get to that. Thank you guys for joining. This is the Freak and the Deviant. One more time, I gotta put the logo on the screen because I forgot to do that part. Every now and then, I forget what the fuck I'm doing in my life. Something just happened. I believe we just got cut off on Facebook. You see how that's not long? Oh no, that's not good.
Yep, I see that.
We live on Facebook. Can somebody tell me? Can somebody confirm I'm still live? Am I alive?
Something about testimony?
The freaking... Yeah, it looked like it got cut off. Are we no longer live? Okay, let's go take a look here. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know if I'm live anymore. I mean, we're still recording. So if you want to get started on the burn, so tell me how the burn stuff works.
Right, so what is a burn? I have no idea. A lot of people have a lot of different definitions. I know one thing's for sure is burners don't like it when you call a burn a festival. But essentially it's a big fucking festival. And so it's just a large group of people. They go out, they set up massive amounts of infrastructure to...
Sorry.
That's okay. They set up a massive amount of infrastructure and set up a bunch of art displays and bars and dance floors, stripper poles. I mean, really, like, whatever you can think of. We just set it up out in the middle of nowhere, and I mean it's just a big party.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that not you seem to have not mentioned the fact that you guys burn things?
Oh yeah,
that seems important.
No,
and isn't that? Am I mistaken that a lot of the people that are burners are like pyromaniacs? I seem to be one, I think, but I've never like really done the burn thing.
I mean, yes,
but I like aerosol spray cans with lighters. Big fan of that. Flash paper,
Fun fact,
candle play.
I used to light the concrete on fire at home.
The concrete?
Yeah, why not?
How the fuck did you light concrete on fire?
Gasoline.
You just pour gasoline? Where did you get gasoline? You were a kid, right?
Gas can? Yeah.
You just had one laying around?
A gas can? Yeah.
Wow, that's okay.
I mowed my grandparents' yard.
Oh, okay. So
don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I don't think I had access to gas. You have any idea how much damage I would have done had I had access to gasoline when I was a child?
Oh man, you have no idea the chaos I've caused. Anyway, yeah, we do burn things. To a lot of burners, that's actually pretty important. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. We usually have a temple and an effigy, and the temple is where you post messages or write messages.
This is like an online group?
No. Temple is where you like put post-it notes of messages or little papers or write messages into the wood of something that you want to let go of or something.
So you physically write things down.
Yeah.
And then burn them.
Yeah, so they burn in the temple. For example, I wrote a really personal message. of course I can't remember it right now. Because that's the way I work.
This is the right time to forget shit, of course.
Absolutely gonna forget it. Very important message to me. It was something to the effect of, thanks for never being there to me. It was to my mom.
Wow. Oh, wow.
I was letting go of some things that day.
How does that make you feel?
I didn't feel anything.
Oh.
See, that's why the burn isn't really important to me.
It's not important to you?
No.
Oh, it's just a fun thing to do?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, the fire itself isn't the important part.
We got something on the comments here. Happy National Tequila Day. Yes, we do have tequila on the table, and some limes and salt. So at some point we'll get to that. We'll do a shot. You down with that?
Oh yeah.
Sounds good. All right.
Shots. Please.
Shots. But yeah, so interesting, like, because I'm a raver, and I believe, at least in our town, there's sort of an overlap of ravers that turn into burners.
Yeah.
Particularly because I know poi was a thing. Like, ravers used to, and my girlfriend does it, which is you get strings with LEDs and do crazy shit. And then there are people that started basically, instead of LEDs, put fire on it and do the same technique. It's the same skill level.
Yeah, no, there's a huge overlap.
Just more dangerous, I guess.
There's a huge overlap. Usually on burn night, where we burn the effigy itself, which is usually either like a man for Burning Man or some crazy shit. Like one year we had a giant, massive, like 100-foot tall playground.
Like you could actually play it, or like
Yeah.
image. Okay.
Like big slides, big monkey bars, basically like larger than life.
Interesting.
And the fire performers will do various flow arts in front of it in a big hoity-toity ceremony before we light everything on fire.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of overlap with ravers.
Well, interestingly, something I was noticing that you told me that there's like a, what do you call it? There's like a set of rules, principles, or something, and that directly connects to, like, ravers have something called plur, which means peace, love, unity, respect, and responsibility. Is the whole R at the end, and that used to be printed on like candy, like you make candy, that you hand out, and like those bracelets, and that was a very common gift among ravers. Now you have a bunch of rules too, right? What you got them?
Yeah, we have the set of 10 principles. The first one is radical inclusion. So that means,
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So it's meant to be inclusive.
That sounds like the opposite of racism.
Exactly.
Is that what that means?
Yeah. Opposite of racism, sexism. There shouldn't be any sexism.
Any kind of
or
prejudice
ageism.
is not allowed. So anybody's welcome.
For
is that
example,
what that means?
kids are allowed at burns, and we do some crazy things there. But usually the kids are mature enough, or have been, or have had.
I have associations, like, I thought a lot of burners were also like poly and on the BDSM scene.
Yeah.
And they don't do that kind of stuff at the burns?
There is, but it's kept separate. So there are areas of the burns where kids are strictly not allowed, at least for the local burns.
That's incidental, though, right? Like, that's not part of the. It's not part of the community to be involved in that stuff.
Some of it's incidental. But there's actually camps that are entirely devoted to BDSM and.
Oh shit! All right.
And what else? Well, I mean, straight up sex camps.
There are sex camps?
Yep.
Wow. Do they sell tickets for this? Or? That's fucked up.
Yeah, they do.
Of course they do. That's creepy.
I mean, anyway, and then there's gifting. There's gifting. So always bring stuff to hand out to people.
Like ravers. Oh my god.
Exactly.
There's so much comparison. Like, ravers usually bring extra bracelets. They have like their wrists full of them, so they can give a bunch of them. Yeah.
So I used to be involved in a bar camp, and our main gift to the burn was
alcohol.
Yep, you guessed it.
That's
and we had some wonderful mixologists there that would make some absolute piss poor drinks. It was fantastic.
What's a mixologist?
People that mix shit? I mean, I don't know.
Well, that sounds like... Actually, that sounds like a DJ. Someone who studies mixing. Because ology usually is the study of.
Yeah.
And mixing, like mixology, like the study of mixing. I'm assuming the study of mixing drinks. So they study this?
No.
There's no schools for
don't
that.
study that
I'm
shit.
just questioning words now. I'm sorry.
We just make shit up.
We just make shit up.
9 times out of 10, if you came to my bar and asked for a drink, I would ask you what you wanted and then make you whatever the fuck I wanted to make.
Hey, naked. Wait, I think you misspelled get naked. Because that's yeah. He corrected it on the chat. Yeah, he meant get naked.
And then the next...
No, by the way.
What?
Not getting naked. Sorry.
Yeah, not today. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Sammy's always asking. You can show him your nipple, though. He'll be happy with that.
Sure. Can you see it? There you go.
It's a male nipple, so it's totally fine, right? Facebook?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Right?
That'll get
Instagram,
past
we're
the
good?
censors. No
All
problem.
right. Can you read that? It says, show me your dick for the listeners. Later. Now I'm hard. We're turning on our audience here. Sorry, guys. Sorry for all the listeners who can't watch this.
It happens. It happens. Especially when I'm around.
Yeah, it gets a little pervy when we throw parties. Okay, you want to move on with the next?
Yeah.
So how many tenets are there or whatever?
There's 10 of them. And
fuck
I can just blast through the rest of them. We don't have to...
Why do I feel like... George Carlin had a bit about how 10 just sounds official.
Yeah.
So they tend to inflate lists to make it to 10. Like the 10 commandments are basically 3 moral tenets, but they're split into different things. Is anything like that happening there?
I mean...
like you obviously...
Probably, because there's an 11th tenet that isn't included, and it should be.
What is it?
Consent.
Don't rape. I was about to say don't rape consent.
You got it. Right on.
Because that's not in the commandments either. And by the way, that should be in the 10 commandments.
Well, what does that say?
How is there
religion?
no 10 commandments? The God that Jesus... I mean, what do you call it?
Does any
the
religion...
Moses ones.
Does any religion not tell you to not rape?
Oh shit, that is a fantastic question. Does anybody know this? I would want to know if there's any religion that has a tenet, don't rape, or like consent first, or I don't know, something's. I figure that would write it out longer than it's supposed to be, right? Because that's what religions do. But don't rape seems a little too short for
Thou
religion.
shalt not
Thou
rape.
shalt not insert penis into thing without agreeing. I don't know. I don't know how to do that language thing. This is why I'm not good at Renaissance fair stuff.
Yeah.
They have this weird language
no.
thing that I just don't know how to do. I also suck at faking accents.
You just stick thee and thine in there all the time.
Really? That. Show me thy dick. I'm just reading things now just to see if anything fits. But okay, so out of those 10s, I don't think we should basically go through everything.
Yeah, you're
out of
right.
those 10 things, what pops out to you that means something to you?
Other than consent, for the obvious reasons.
But consent's not there. You just told me that's not there.
It is the official, unofficial 11th tenet. Other than consent, which is the obvious, should be number 1.
I feel like it's no more official than any of the other stuff.
No,
It's not
definitely
written
official.
anywhere, is it?
It's written.
Where? Do they have a book? Do they have a Bible? The burners have a Bible.
It's written in my mind.
Well, that's fucking lame. So is the other one then? How is the other one any different?
Immediacy would be...
Immediacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite principle. And so that's about essentially being yourself. Like doing... yeah. Perfect for you.
I'm giving bracelets out to say this.
Exactly. You're strong enough to be yourself. It's doing what you want to do. It's seizing the moment, essentially. So your friends are getting ready to leave to go to some sex camp.
Good example.
Yeah. And you're sitting there doing some stupid drugs in your tent, and you decide not to go. And then everyone comes back with but you wanted to go. Everyone comes back with a fantastic story of the shit that happened. And now you're feeling like a jackass for not going. So that was failing. That was sort of an immediacy fail.
Okay.
And
so immediacy, is that like a real word or you made it up?
no, it's real.
That's a real word.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
not familiar with it at all. That's a word I've never used before. How would I use that in context? Do I have immediacy? Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, you do.
Like
for
Spider
sure.
has immediacy. Or,
Yeah.
That's so weird.
You.
That sounds so weird terminology. I'll take the compliment. I know I'm as much myself as I can
Well, I mean,
be.
it's seizing the moment and doing in the moment what you're wanting to do, not like Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's my favorite one. I don't know how to describe it. Go figure.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to put you on the podcast if you're if you're not. I know it's not as easy. Just to. I'm trying to like dig into your mind, and sometimes you're not necessarily prepared to explain to an idiot that doesn't understand any of this shit.
If you want another,
I feel like I just put you on the spot to be a teacher. Like, hey, give me a lecture.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I should be able to do better than this.
All right.
Anyway,
I can fix that. You want a shot?
yeah. Let's do it. Ready for a shot?
Sure. Happy Tequila Day, everybody. You got there. I got mine here. Mine's fancy. Oh wait, you got to do the thing. You got to grab some salt and put it right there. For those of you guys listening on the podcast, we're actually preparing. We have limes and salt in here, and we're about to the clink. Thank you. Lick. Sorry for the silence, listeners.
Yeah,
that's a sweet lime.
That's
pretty sweet.
Right. It's not the worst of it.
Anyway,
okay,
so we're one shot in. We'll see how many we get to. As long as it gets interesting, we'll keep doing it. Do you want to continue? So, is there anything else about the burner scene that you think is interesting to talk about?
Yeah.
So it feels like giving me the 10 Commandments might not be the most interesting thing in the world.
Yeah. You're right. So the theme camps, right? You can have
theme camps.
Yeah.
Like,
so
that's
it takes
what Ravers do. Oh god,
exactly.
I'm so
it
fucking
takes
excited.
so much effort to put on these events, right? If everyone were to go out in the middle of a field and just set up a tent and drink beer and listen to music on their Bluetooth, like
Bluetooth
that.
thing.
Yeah, that would be pretty fucking boring, wouldn't it?
Listen to the fucking Walkman. No, I think the major question I have about all this is this considered deviant behavior? Burners.
I mean, a lot of people would consider it deviant.
I think most people don't do that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. There's a lot of things that happen there that are deviant.
That's what I'm interested.
Burners. So burners. You're supposed to have a lot of radical self-reliance is another one of the tenets. You're supposed to be able to rely on yourself, right? Some of that includes doing drugs.
Oh, okay. I was about to say like Boy Scouts, like sort of survival.
Yeah.
Thing.
Boy Scouts do drugs.
Of course they do. I mean, they do now that they grew out of it. I don't know.
So one of the things that I wouldn't say a majority of burners do, but a lot of them do is it's a semi-safe environment to do drugs because you don't have a lot of oversight and you have a large group of people around you that are familiar with such things.
Okay, so there's a lot of drug users that will tell you, hey, you're overdoing it there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So there's some self-policing.
I see some use there.
Yeah.
That's similar.
So for example,
this is the reason raves are illegal. Why aren't burns illegal? Raves are illegal because the word is associated with drugs.
Probably.
So now all we have is EDM events. We no longer have raves. We have EDM events because it's an electronic dance music event. It's exactly instead of rave, but it's supposed to be unassociated with drugs. But there's usually drugs at EDM event too.
Yeah, I mean it's
They're
the
just
same
not,
fucking thing.
Yeah, so I'm curious. Like there is a burn. Like are burns legal, by the way?
Yeah.
Do you need because you need permits to burn shit?
Yeah. You need land permits. You usually set up an LLC to handle the finances and ticketing and things like that. Let me get back to drug use.
Yes, go back and do your drugs, of course.
Yeah. So, wait, what brought that up?
Well, bro, what up? No, you said, let me get back to drug use. And I'm like, yes, let's get back to your drugs for sure.
Okay.
Wow, how do you not... it's not as funny when I have to explain the joke. It sort of it kills a little bit on the inside, It just hurts its feelings.
Yeah, that happens.
Of my joke. That's what I meant to say.
So radical self-reliance, right? So a lot of burners, they come out there with everything they need for 5 days, eating, water, alcohol, somewhere to sleep, and some of them drugs. And it's up to you to make sure that you don't overindulge, right? So I've seen people taking things like Molly and things like that, and
That's exactly the drug of choice in raves. What is happening here? Why is everything connects to raves? Is that what it is? Burns are just raves?
I think when people stopped raving, they just turned those big ass festivals into burns.
I think
Don't call it a festival.
Well, it seems to me like, because one thing that I can tell you is not necessarily something associated with raves is BDSM or sex.
Yeah.
So
right.
I like to think burns are adult raves.
More or less. So back to
Are there younger people?
Yeah.
At Burns?
Yes.
What's the youngest? Is there like an age limit?
No.
Because if they're taking tickets, I'm assuming there's you're not gonna bring a 10-year-old. Oh, you said they're kids friendly.
It depends on the burn event. So Burning Man, it's all ages, all the way from infant. But if you bring an infant to Burning Man, you're an asshole.
Really?
I'm gonna be
It's
honest.
miserable. Isn't it in the desert or something?
Yeah, it gets super hot in the day, super cold at night,
I can see that being a little.
and it's super dusty. You're an asshole if you bring a kid to a burn. if you bring an infant to a burn, that's just too much. But there are burns that are more geared towards children and don't have sex camps at all, or
there
much
are
BDSM.
events that are geared towards children. you said?
Like Rabbit Soup.
Rabbit Soup. That's the name of an event.
Yep, it's a burn that happens around Easter time in Central Texas, and they set up a big Easter egg hunt, and at night, we have some partying going on, but it's mainly geared towards kids.
That's interesting.
None of the massive amounts of nudity or BDSM that you might see at.
Wait, there's nudity at Burns?
Yes. Yeah.
It's
always on private land except for Burning Man.
What kind of nudity are we talking? Just people walking around naked, or
Yeah.
okay,
Just walking around, just chilling naked.
okay.
Yeah. Like a
That's
like
weird.
a nudist colony, except
Is that why you never wear shoes? Like, are you one of those
don't.
people that like?
you don't have to call me out. Damn.
You're not wearing shoes on my podcast. People can see that. It's not like I made that shit up. I can see you with not wearing shoes.
Yeah, no, at a burn,
You barefoot? You have like
Naked.
all callus shoes,
Yeah.
like basically like the natural shoes.
I grew up in Texas.
No, what does that have to do with anything? I grew up in Mexico.
Yeah, did you wear shoes in Mexico?
Yes, I did. Cheap ones.
Pansy.
Well, basically, I think that has more to do with whether you're a city boy or a country boy kind of thing. I'm a city boy all the way. Like, I grew up in cities, not in ranches with horses and shit.
I mean, I'm definitely a city boy too.
Are you really?
But I don't have soft feet.
How are your hands? You do hard labor?
I have.
you-
They're pretty soft now. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
I'm a magician, dude. I protect this fucking thing.
Yeah, I know.
That's like what I do.
Trust me, I've had calloused hands. They're soft now.
Oh, okay.
I don't do shit. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
on a
did-
computer all day.
I did construction like at 17 or so, but it was like I didn't do enough to like damage myself.
Yeah.
So I know those fucking Mexicans that work decades and they feel like metal gloves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but just shake a hand and like, the fuck happened to you?
Yeah. You just scratched my hand, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, just by shaking it, they scratch your hand. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if you guys can see this, but we have a new banner back here. It actually has a website. No, so now the podcast has a cool little picture of the logo, which is funny because it's also in the corner digitally. I'm pretty excited about that.
Let me just hit on theme camps.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
just for a
totally taking
second.
away
Yeah.
the thing from you. Yeah.
Because theme camps are a really important thing at Burns. We have all sorts of different camps, like BDSM camps and sex camps I already mentioned, and bar camps. We have dance camps, which play your
Fuck yeah.
shitty EDM music, or
Why does it have to be shitty?
because it's shitty.
There's never
Because when you're
because
at
the
a
good
burn,
DJs out at
and
raves.
it's
That's boom.
and it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and you've been out all fucking night. Some dickhead is still sitting there blowing at oonce shit.
Is there actually like DJs or is it like a
Yes.
douchebag with
Oh
an
yeah.
iPod?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We DJ. I don't DJ. I am that douchebag with the iPod. There are DJs there. And all the way up to classical music. Like,
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Somebody drops classical?
I've done
What
it.
kind of jerk would drop classical music while people are trying to listen to good music?
I've done it.
I don't think you understand the fact that I put classical as the timer for this podcast exactly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh God.
Wait.
Hi, Jennifer.
Oh man.
We got more viewers on the
Another
on the chat.
random quick story.
Yeah, go for it.
I forgot it.
I have a feeling that you have a lot of. So this is what I'm interested in because not the tenets of being a burner. Because
Yeah.
okay, every kind of group of people has their mindset. I don't know how to. I hate to compare everything to religion, but everybody has their little tenets of how they supposed to live.
Well, religion is just a
but
form of
presumably,
organizing.
because this is sort of if I'm not mistaken, burners are sort of outcasts of society. So there's some weird shit that happens.
Yeah.
That's what I'm interested in. What kind of story? Like, give me a story that you lived that was weird. That is legal to tell the story about.
I'm going to have to come back to that. I plead the fifth.
I'll come back to that.
I plead the fifth. No, the real reason is because you asked that question. Of course, all the stories just...
Oh, they
here
all
we go.
flood in?
Yeah,
You got one. All right, we got
Actually,
one.
here we go. So I was at Plaza del Fuego at Flipside a couple years ago, and they had a fire jump rope.
Oh, that's fast. Fucking cool. I would do
flaming-
the shit out of that. I would
Yeah.
put gas on my shoes just because it'd be funnier.
Well, I didn't want to set my ass on fire, and
No, just your shoes.
I was wearing nylon. Which,
Is nylon flammable?
yeah, nylon super. It's
Never
plastic.
tried. I never
If it catches fire,
Does it
will-
melt?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Cool.
it'll melt to your skin and
Hey,
burn.
you know, that's a kink in some places.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
But I wanted to do the fire jump rope. And so what did I do? Well, I didn't want to get fucked up and have melting plastic on me.
Wait a minute.
Got naked.
Oh, you did
yeah.
the jump rope naked?
Yeah, yeah.
That's God. That sounds.
Yeah, so I just took my shit off and did fire jump rope naked to some shitty EDM music.
I'm dying to know something. It hadn't occurred to me. What the fuck were you wearing that was nylon? Sweatpants?
A skirt.
You wearing a
Yeah,
nylon skirt?
like a frilly nylon skirt. I don't know how to describe it, man.
I wish you had pictures. I didn't even know. Because I'm like, oh, pants are made of all kinds of materials.
Yeah.
Usually not nylon. So I'm like, what the fuck were you wearing that was nylon?
Well,
Were you
I
wearing like
mean-
a skin tight latex suit? I can see that.
Yeah.
But that's not, no.
Well, I mean, think like a ballerina dancer skirt that's long
Oh.
and frilly.
Yeah, that's okay, kind of like a tutu-ish.
Well, like not a tutu, just long and frilly.
I can see you wearing it anyway.
Yeah, why not? Give me a tutu and I'll wear it.
Oh, we got someone that's trying to listen while they're on a road trip and they keep losing signal. It looks like, okay, I got joined at the perfect time. Apparently somebody heard that story
Yeah,
about
send me a tutu. I'll come.
Would
in
you wear
here.
a tutu? I don't think you have standards of what you wear, right?
No,
You wear anything?
no,
I'm
I
very
don't.
picky, dude. I have to wear my trip ends in my shirts.
No,
By the way, I'm
man.
currently wearing the shirt from the vasectomy clinic that did me. It actually says Richard Chop is the actual name of the guy who cut my balls off or opened my balls to make sure I don't have kids. His name is
Chop.
Dick Chop. Yeah.
Chop that
Everybody
dick.
should get chopped by that guy. He's awesome. But yeah. So what kind of crazy stories you got other than doing jump rope naked? That's pretty awesome. That's pretty fucking deviant. I'm into.
I don't know, man. That's really like midway there on the list.
Okay, what's the craziest?
I don't know if it's the craziest, but one of my favorite experiences was being on a St. Andrew's cross.
Oh.
At a burn.
Okay, you described to me what that is, and I actually have one prepared here.
Yeah.
You want to put it on?
Sure, put it on. So St. Andrew's cross is.
I was curious. That's what the St. Andrews. Why is it called that? That's a very long name. Why not wooden? Bye bye. Have a good day. We had somebody watch for a little bit. St. Andrew's Cross. All right. Well, so I presume you tie someone to that.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know the history of why it's called a St. Andrew's cross. I wish I had looked that up before we started, but I didn't. Yeah. So you tie the feet to the bottom pieces and tie the arms to the top pieces, and it sort of just keeps someone there.
That looks like if it was
Stationary.
some sort of biblical punishment type thing, similar
Maybe.
to the cross.
Maybe. Yeah.
Especially with that kind of name, I'm assuming there was some saint guy who got fucking tied to that and then, like, what do you call it, whipped.
Yeah.
So that must have been something like that. So do you have sex on that thing, or do you just punish someone?
I mean, I've never seen someone have sex on one of them, but
Do you own
it's
one?
entirely possible. No, I don't.
You don't?
The camp that I used to be in had one, and I've been to other camps where I've been put on the cross.
Put on a cross?
Yeah.
Is that the reason? Okay, why do I feel that's an X?
Yeah.
what which
Look,
fascinates me. I want
arms up.
I want one, just because it's an X.
10 out of 10.
I mean, I'll tie someone up and beat the fuck shit, but that's not the point. Because that doesn't look like something you can fuck on. That looks pretty much like a punishment device.
I mean, you can. Though.
You can fuck someone there?
Yeah.
You have to be your height, right?
Yeah, it would have to be the right height. I've never seen
Put a
it.
stool in front of it.
Yeah.
She's too tall.
You know, whatever. But yeah, one of my favorite moments at a burn was a scene where my girlfriend at the time tied me to the cross, and it was at a place called the Coven, and they had just tons and tons of different elements and different toys to use on you. So you know, it's meant
the
to.
point of that particular camp was sex activity.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the point of that camp was definitely deviant behavior.
Okay.
It wasn't just the cross. You know, they had a big dance floor, and they even had little like pods that you could go in and cuddle and fuck.
When you
Or
say
just
pods,
talk.
are you talking like a tent or like what? I'm interested.
Okay, you know the thing at your friend's house where we're building the float. That thing that's hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Those. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay. I can see that. That's fucking cool. That's wow.
Yeah.
I can't picture fucking that. I feel like I would drop it. So basically, for those who are listening, because we don't have an image of this, but we have a friend that, like, where the float is being built is a warehouse, and there's I guess somebody built a. It's not a hammock, but it's something hanging from the ceiling that looks sort of like a tent that's levitating.
It's like a suspended trampoline with a tent on top of it.
Yeah, basically. And
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it's a weird description, but like I wouldn't picture fucking on that thing, because my assumption is that if you hump too hard, the rope would break, or would you be swinging because of the motion? You'll be like moving it back and forth. Wow, I have
said it
so
was-
many questions about this.
I
That's
said
fascinating.
I said it was like that. They weren't hanging from anything. They were suspended
they
off
were-
the ground from the bottom.
Oh, like so on some
Yeah.
kind of. Okay,
Yeah. So
that's still
it-
interesting.
Fairly immobile.
Fascinating. Well, that's a good segue, by the way. Let me plug this in for anybody who's listening. I completely forgot about this, but we are still building the float. We got like 3-4 more weeks. It's on August 10th. So we got about 3 weeks left of building the float. We're still trying to recoup some of the money we spent. We're like about $800-900 into the project, and we raised roughly $600 on the GoFundMe. If you'd like to participate, the GoFundMe can be found at freakingdeviant.com, which is that website up there and the one in the corner, or spidermagic.com. Either of those will get you to a website that has a fundraiser button on it. Just hit it. It goes directly to my GoFundMe. You can see some images of the project and how we're doing. I do have some images for you guys who are watching tonight. Let's see. So this is one of the videos that he took. You took this one, right?
Yep.
We have a lot of cool stuff. We're borrowing some equipment from a friend of mine who throws raves. That's one of them. And then the other one I took, that's with the smoke, which looks like this. Oh, that's you. But yeah, so there's lasers. We got smoke machines. We got black lights.
We got lasers. We got smoke.
And you can hear me saying it. Yeah. We also painted the floor of the back of the trailer the rainbow, and it glows. I'm super excited about this whole project.
Yeah, man,
I'm so happy at the same time as the video did.
This is gonna be fucking amazing.
I'm so excited about this. But yeah, so if you guys want to help, once again, it's freakanddeviant.com. And there's a GoFundMe button in there. Also, you can go to spidermagic.com, which is basically where everything is hosted. But yeah, so anybody that wants to help, thank you guys very much, and thank you for all the views, all the listens. You know, we got it looks like we have some followers on Google Play and iTunes. Very exciting stuff. One last thing, we have moved. The Twitch channel is now twitch.tv/thefreakandthedeviant. So if you guys want to watch it, now it's easily recognizable. You can probably Google The Freak and the Deviant and you'll find whatever the hell we got going on. It also, we moved the YouTube channel to its own channel. So the Freaking the Deviant is its own channel on YouTube now. It doesn't have to be mixed with all my previous magic and music videos that I have on my own. So it's kind of got a separated thing. So there's no more confusion about where the hell that's streaming. So yeah, the Freaking the Deviant, look it up on YouTube, look it up on Twitch, look it up on Google Play, look it up on iTunes. If you want to keep up with us, it's a lot of fun. And every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. we're streaming live, reading the comments, and just have a conversation with anybody that's interested. Anyway, moving on. Burners.
Okay, actually, I just want to address a comment.
Okay.
Someone says that you should build one.
Build one what?
A St. Andrew's cross. It's
doesn't
actually
look
pretty
difficult.
easy. No,
Yeah.
no, it's pretty easy.
It does not look difficult. I feel like it does have to be coated because
Coated? Oh, yeah.
yeah, 2x4 is gonna get a little splintery.
Yeah, definitely.
And
So
for someone naked on it, I'm a little. It has to be coated
Yeah.
very nicely.
you want to be safe about it. So
Yeah,
the
generally.
one my camp had, we made it. You have to sand it down, stain it, paint it.
Oh, that sounds like the work I don't want to do. I'm okay constructing. I'm not
I'll do
really
it.
good at trading things. Oh, you know how to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because like I'm okay with construction. I know how to make things. I'm not very good at making them look pretty. Like wood is like spray paint or just a coat of whatever paint. That's how the float looks. It's not shiny.
I mean, believe it or not, staining stuff and glossing it
Same
is
thing?
really easy.
I said the same thing.
Super
as
easy.
painting?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I might give it a try. I have no idea. But yeah, that's definitely something interesting.
Also, a really good party favor.
You here?
Yeah. Why not?
I saw the picture we had actually looked like it folds in half. There were hinges on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Absolutely.
So like to make it so that it's foldable and then
It doesn't necessarily have to fold downwards like you see in that one. The one my camp had, it would sort of it would go from this X to folded like that. So you just have two straight boards, and then you would connect the bottom board.
I'm
when you're
into
setting
that.
it up.
If I can make it compressible, because I don't want that just in my house the whole time.
Yeah,
but if
no,
I can actually fold it in such a way or make it constructible,
Yeah.
I'll put one of those in one of the parties that we throw here. I don't see a problem with
It can
that.
be pretty
Particularly for the
compact.
birthdays.
Yeah,
Because
hell
we
yeah.
spanked the shit out of it. By the way, we should play the video of you on your birthday
Do we
at
have that
some
video?
point. Of course I have it. I don't
Well,
have
I mean-
it. I don't have it ready, but I
okay.
do own it. I
Damn,
have
that would have been a good one.
Yeah, video to show of him. I mean, if you want to keep talking, I'll get my hands on it and play
Yeah, sure.
it. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and whatever subject you got going on. Do you had another thing going into this?
I mean, I got plenty of stuff to talk about.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm
I'll
gonna
get-
I'm gonna keep going on. One of my favorite experiences on at a burn was on a St. Andrew's cross. So my girlfriend at the time had me up there, and you don't necessarily have to be naked, but I was, because I'm weird like that. Anyway, so that's when I discovered this wonderful instrument right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's almost like I don't know how to describe it other than a pizza cutter with spikes on it. And
There's a name for that thing, right?
What's the name of
I
it?
have no fucking idea. You figure you know.
I mean, I don't.
It's a little wheel of spikes that you run through people's
The
skin.
wheel spiky thingy. Yeah, I know. So this feels really good when it's going like up and down your back and down your legs, especially if it starts off nice and gentle and then just jab it in there eventually.
Wait, you actually stab people with that shit?
No.
Okay. That sounds a little too much.
But if you put some force behind it, it feels kind of interesting.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a grand old time. Actually, I'm gonna leave the rest of the story off.
Are you afraid of it?
Yeah, I'm actually afraid of the story.
What the hell? I didn't think you were gonna cut me off there. All right.
No.
Let's see.
So, oh crap.
So I'm assuming there's some.
had a segue for
you don't want to bring a person into the story, presumably.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. No worries, no pressure.
Well, let me just.
It's fine. It's totally okay. I don't want you to get uncomfortable in my podcast. It's not the point. Whoa! That is loud. Okay.
All right.
I found it.
There we go.
Can you turn it down a little bit? There you go. You can hear the happy birthdays when we're singing.
Yeah,
That was
so-
his birthday.
This was my 29th or 30th birthday. I can't remember.
We destroyed that ass.
This was the last hit, by the way.
Out of 30. He actually broke the skin. You can see the Deadpool eyes going on your butt.
Oh, yeah.
That looks so painful.
I have to say that was
That's enough.
top.
Stop it.
I would say that was top 3 experiences in my life. That was.
It was a lot of fun. I thought it was
yeah.
a really fun day. That was a good party to begin with, and just
Yeah, it was
fucking
great.
awesome. What do we got? It's a handheld Spur? No, what the fuck is happening?
Look, we're not cowboys.
Handheld Spur. I don't understand what the point they're trying to make over there. But so yeah, so that tool sounds fun, and that little video kind of shows the kind of parties we throw here. It might be an appropriate tool for your next birthday. Is that your next birthday present? Should I
Yeah.
build it and you take it with you?
Yeah.
You have
let's
more
do
space
it.
in your house than I do in mine. Maybe,
Sort of.
maybe not. All right. Did you want to do another thing, or I'm thinking we have some trailers to review here.
Yeah.
And
let's
you
do
haven't
that.
seen either of them, right?
Nope.
Okay, cool. So let's take a shot. I'm sorry for the listeners. This is not a particularly crazy show. It's just it feels a little weird to do this without my best friend Baymax. But okay, so it's called the Spur. I think that's what she's trying to tell you there.
Oh,
A
okay.
handheld Spur.
All
That's
right.
what that thing is that you were playing with, a little spiky thingy. So for those of you listening, they want to Google what the hell we're talking about. It's a really cool little toy for I guess sensation play. I guess.
Yeah.
Because
That would be sensation play. Because it's
honestly,
not really.
with the amount of needles on this thing, I think it's too. Oh no, that could probably stab someone.
I mean, it really is more for
I feel
stimulation.
like it's because
It's
it feels
not-
like it has the same principle as the bed of nails, where there's
Yeah.
too many for anyone to stab you.
Yeah.
And I think like the surface tension will not.
You're
break.
not going to hurt someone with it. And
Doesn't
to
feel
be
like it would,
honest,
yeah.
it feels a whole lot better when it's just sort of lightly.
Would you just kind of?
Up
I
and
mean,
down
a
the back
feather
and
will do the
shit.
trick.
Yeah.
All right. So what should we drink to? This has to mean something, right? Is my opinion that every shot has to kind of have a thing related to it.
Alex.
Actually, how about you talk about to Baymax. That's a good one. Shot for Baymax. But I do want you to
Shot for our
tell the
fallen
story.
brother-in-law.
Tell the story about the time you met that guy on the trailer that we're about to watch.
Oh, okay. Sure. Why not?
For the record, the trailer that we're going to watch right now is Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, which I am extremely excited about. And apparently he met Kevin Smith once.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Cheers for Baymax.
Cheers for Baymax.
Sorry for the silence, guys.
All right.
Just taking shots.
So, pretty quick story. This is UshiCon 2005, 2006,
Ushi-Con. I
somewhere
love the
around there.
names of these conventions. Ushi-Con.
So I was just chilling at an anime convention, not doing jack shit because I'm an introvert, and I never do jack.
I didn't
shit.
get that feeling from talking to you here.
Oh, really?
I'm lying.
Anyway, so this other dude is just chilling across the lobby at the Hyatt Regency downtown, and it sort of looked like Kevin Smith, or it sort of looked like Silent Bob. And I'm just wondering why the fuck someone would cosplay as Silent Bob at an anime convention, but whatever. So I was bored and walked up to him, and we just struck up a conversation about. And to be honest, I don't really remember what we talked about.
It was that meaningless.
Yeah.
It was a random dude at Anime Con.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Completely meaningless. We were probably talking about Pokemon or some other
cool.
stupid shit at the convention. Who knows? But we were there for about 15 or 20 minutes just chatting, and after a while, a crowd started forming around us. And of course, I'm a very oblivious person, so I didn't really notice.
Me too.
But there was a panel coming up for Bleach, and of course I don't remember the details, but I told him it was time to go, and he asked me before I left if I wanted an autograph, And I'm like,
what a random person, like, if you don't know who they are, a random person asking you that.
like, I knew he looked like Kevin Smith, but when he asked me if I wanted an autograph, I'm like, why the fuck would I get an autograph from
Some
someone at an
cosplayers
anime?
are famous, you know.
Yeah, sure. Well, back then, I don't think so.
How long ago was this?
2004, 2005, or 2005.
All right.
So it would have been before YouTube.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow, it's amazing how new YouTube is. I feel old as fuck now.
Right. Yeah. So he asked me if I wanted the autograph, and I just gave him this bewildered look, and he was like, "Hold on a second. Do you know who I am?" I'm like, I mean, it seems like you're just someone dressed up as Kevin Smith, I suppose. And he's like, no, I'm Kevin Smith. I'm like, oh, really?
That's awesome.
He's like, yeah, do you want to see my ID? And I'm like, no, man, I believe you.
Such a weird experience.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I ended up not getting an autograph because I didn't want to be that guy. So, I was like, okay.
I feel like a famous person would appreciate the fact that you just had a conversation because you wanted to, not because they're famous.
Yeah,
you're not
exactly.
kissing ass or trying to just like, hey, I had a conversation with him. It was more like, someone I met at an anime con. It was fun. Yeah.
Right. I didn't want to like ruin it with being starstruck and shit. Yeah,
Would you have lost your mind if you had known the whole time?
No.
Were you a fan of Kevin Smith at the time?
I was. I love Dogma, and I love Jay and Silent Bob and Clerks and all those very funny movies. They're people. And
especially Kevin Smith. I don't think he's ever, like, the fame has never gone up to his fucking head. That dude's fascinating. I really would have a cool conversation. He has a podcast too. I would have the motherfucker here, but he wouldn't let me talk. I know we have that in common. You notice that, like, when he's on a show or interview or anything, he just takes over the whole fucking interview. It's kind of what I do, which is why I have a podcast.
Silent Bob takes over the interview.
Yeah, he's not silent at all. He also talks in every movie that he's supposed to be silent at. I don't know if you know that, but he talks in every Silent Bob movie.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he always, like, something, like, happens and he just kind of spreads out. The first movie, Clerks, he's like, there's a whole lot of fine women in this world. But most of them don't bring you lasagna to work. Most of them just cheat on you. That's the last line of Clerks. That's Kevin Smith talking.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, and then, like,
of course it's something
Chasing
stupid.
Amy, he tells the story about the Amy thing. Mm-hmm. That happens, and then Silent Bob Strike Back is like, the sign on the back of the car, it said that we're going to LA. Like, he freaks out, and he talks every time. You deaf motherfucker! Like, he freaks out. Like, every now and then, like, he's supposed to be silent, but he talks almost in all of them. Just a little. There's like a little nugget of things. Anyway, Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. The trailer is out. I've been holding on to watching it. Let's react to it. See how this plays out.
I'm stoked.
Me too. Did I play the wrong button?
Yep.
No, it's on.
Oh.
I know you in there. Come.
They go back to the video store.
He's
that
gonna get
weed?
naked, isn't he?
It's been growing weed.
He is!
Yes!
I knew it! He's a tucker.
He's a tucker.
He just got it tucked in.
He's got a tucker.
Identify yourselves, motherfuckers!
What the fuck?
Hetero life, babe? Silent Bob!
Hetero life, mate. I love that. It's been a long time since.
Made of the old comic book movie you two are the basis for.
That old ass star-studded piece of shit, that movie sucked balls.
No, it didn't.
Asshole, too.
What the fuck?
I object.
Dude.
Allow it. That movie did suck balls and assholes.
We got 3 days to get to Hollywood and stop this reboot.
I'm so happy.
Boys, I had a baby, Jay.
Oh my god, that is Nadia. From American Beauty, American Pie.
I think I'm gonna need to see a blood test.
This is my daughter.
That's Harley Quinn Smith.
What?
He put his daughter in there. That's Kevin Smith's daughter.
Oh shit!
Have a crush
That's
on her.
right.
Fuck no, man. It's a tough-ass neighborhood.
Either you take us to Hollywood, or I stab you both to death on my own front fucking lawn.
And on
Them
that
some bad
note,
roaches.
cue the music.
He was wearing a fucking Stanley shirt.
I was driving someone about a week ago.
Oh my god, this dude.
Shit. You have no idea how hard it is to get the smell out of pleather.
No methods.
Not Matt Damon.
Yep.
There he is, the Batman. I forgot his fucking name. Oh, this is Iron Man. What is? Oh shit, Thor?
I just found
Chris
out I'm a
Hemsworth?
kid, but I don't know how to be a father.
Anybody with cum can be
What
a
the
father,
fuck?
but only love can make you a dad.
How you gonna talk about love and you flinging cum all over the place?
Holy shit.
It sucks. There, I said it.
Hey, what the fuck? Just a big.
Kevin fucking Smith?
Smells like this reboot. Roll up and smoke.
Oh, Tommy Chung! I'm so happy. Okay, sorry about that. I'm fangirling over here. Oh my god, I'm so happy right now.
When don't you fangirl?
I don't fangirl about anything. I just don't. I'm not that big a fan of things. Almost anything I like, I'm not a huge fan. Anyway, the other trailer I had here saved. Oh, is this one right here, right? Is that movie? The sequel is coming up.
I don't know.
I'm gonna make this a surprise because he has no idea where we're going here. So boom and boom. All right. Oh fuck. I don't know how excited I'm gonna get to this.
Farther away, the hazier it all gets.
Oh god, sorry about the silence, guys. This is we're watching the trailer now for It, the sequel, the second part of it.
Oh.
This is an inspiration for me, man. I love fucking scary clowns. Has been my thing for years. It's clearly one of my inspirations. Anybody could know that.
Scary movies just don't do it for me.
Oh, that's so cool. I put that sound in one of the tracks I was doing magic with. The it's in the background, just snuck it in.
I swear.
They're supposed to like get older. Yeah. Wait, that was oh my god, I forgot his
If it
name.
ever comes back,
He's in a bunch of shit.
back to it.
We didn't stop it.
Oh shit.
Ah, neon stuff. That makes me happy.
Let it happen again.
Black light stuff. Ooh. All right. This is getting a little slow. What is his name? He's in a bunch of shit. McAvoy. James McAvoy.
Don't ask me.
He
I'm
plays
horrible.
Professor X in the X-Men, and he's There's a dog tongue going on.
I know some people that would like that tone.
Yeah, James McAvoy is. Oh my god, it's in the Split. His Split personalities. He's in a bunch of cool shit. All right. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That is. Ah, look so much. 99, na, 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 na. Huh? Man, Rebellions. No? Being stupid. All right. Wait, that's a comedian. I forgot his name. Oh my god, I suck at remembering names right now. I think it might be a little loud for the people watching. Sorry. Well, for the people listening, actually, because I don't think anybody's watching at this time. We might be boring everybody to death with this stuff, but you know.
No way.
Wow, that's fascinating. I'm so excited now.
Oh yeah.
That's the actual actor. I didn't know they did that. All right, that's interesting. Anyway, sorry guys for the listeners that are not paying attention to the visual stuff, but we were just reacting like it was. What do you think? Any of those movies excite you? I'm assuming the Jane Silent Bob gets you hard, right?
For sure.
Like that's,
for sure.
This is funny. I was actually talking to my girlfriend about this. That there is her ex-boyfriend used to be a fan of Jane Silent Bob because he liked Jay, because the pothead that's always goofy and shit. And like, I love Kevin Smith.
I mean, he's obviously
he's
the
brilliant,
cool
and he's the one that fucking made the movie. I just hi Vanessa, nice to see you. Anyway, moving on. Do you have a? Oh, okay. We have to get to this because we planned this shit out. We announced that at the beginning. Can you list the titles again? The titles for the titles.
What?
We watched Jane Silent Bob Reboot and
It Chapter 2.
It Chapter 2. Yeah. I'm hoping that's the titles you're asking for. But next, the subject that we had in mind that we planned and announced at the beginning of the show is period sex.
Period sex.
Who likes period sex? I'm okay with it. Done it a few times. Most girls that I've been with say, nah.
Yeah.
What's your experience? I want to know this.
I mean, more or less the same. Like, I want to have sex regardless. It doesn't.
High
it doesn't,
five.
Yeah. It doesn't really fucking matter. I've had some people that were really into it, and some that just really didn't want to. But a lot of that comes down to stigma, because.
So there's a stigma against. Is this on the Bible or something? I feel like there's been something about that.
There probably is, but I don't know shit about that.
Oh.
Spilling the seed on the belly of a whore. I don't know.
It was on the floor. Oh my god. I think God like killed someone for spitting after a blowjob or something. I don't know what I don't remember the story clearly, but it's happening. Some weird shit in the Bible about not putting your seed on the floor.
Yeah, but there's a stigma with having sex with people that are on their period, and it's supposed to be gross, but
is it gross? Well, the thing is, I like blood play.
Yeah,
I've done it before, and it's in my opinion, blood is some kind of a sexy thing. It's something an intimate thing, which is how I sort of got roped into the vampire thing. But I don't believe I'm a vampire in any way. I like visual. I like art, and blood is some kind of artistic turn on for me. Right? That's how I see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not into the blood itself. I mean,
that's my particular thing. Now,
but the blood does make a good lubricant.
Does it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, usually I'm wearing condoms, but I can't fucking tell the difference at all.
That's actually one of the advantages, right? A lot of some women some females don't produce a lot of lubricant in their vaginas, and so
blood does the trick.
Yeah.
Now I'm picturing a lot of couples might have sex during the girl's period without a condom because chances are they're not gonna get pregnant.
Yeah, right.
When they're in their period.
Right.
Now that's actually false. But
it's entirely possible.
It's completely possible to still get her pregnant.
Yeah.
Having sex with her on her period. So if you guys are using that as a safety mechanism, don't. Still wear a condom or still pull out. But by all means, if you want to have sex during the period, go for it. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't think there's anything morally wrong or gross about it.
Pulling out doesn't work either, though.
Huh?
Pulling out doesn't work either.
Well,
though.
for sure.
Because there's pre-cum and
for sure. I know. But I would say that still cuts the chances a lot.
It does.
So if you're gonna take a chance, at least do that. I would still take 60% of the chance off of the table, even if you still have a massive chances.
But
I'm
you
doing
might
math wrong, but whatever.
You might consider having sex while you're on your period gross, but sit down and actually think about why you feel that.
It's gross. Well, that's actually one of the themes of my something I teach a lot, which is there's a lot of people,
everything?
particular religion. Yeah, question everything is definitely that came from George Carlin, but people tend to grow up with this particular mentality. Monogamy is one of the big ones that we both agreed. Why, right? Like there's so many people that I'm like, I'm monogamous. This is the way I grew up, and it's like, but why do you think that's the way to do it?
You really think one person can fulfill all your needs?
That has never been a thing ever.
Yeah. you're always gonna sit there, wanting more from someone. And you know what? Wanting more from someone is okay. You can accept someone and still want more.
Yeah.
But
the moment you demand it, and then
that's when it's wrong.
Yeah, that's when it becomes wrong. You are not supposed to put your needs as a partner's requirement. I would say
there's desire and expectations. You really have to learn how to manage
desire and expectation. That's a cool shirt. Desire. Like minus or plus. What is it? Like
go ahead and trademark that for my future YouTube channel.
For sure, you gotta get a YouTube channel. What are you gonna do on your YouTube channel? I'm questioning what you would do with that.
Masturbate.
You need a Pornhub account,
Desire
sir.
and expectations. Just sit there and masturbate all day long.
Honestly, if you think about it seriously, my podcast is nothing but me masturbating. That is. I mean, I don't get anything out of the end of it, but masturbating gets a little more production. But most of this is just me kind of trying to express my ideas and whatever I come up with. But But yeah, so you said you had some advice for people that want to try period sex. I don't do it a whole lot. I mean, if my partner says no, it's pretty much no.
Mm-hmm.
Something about consent is, I don't know.
Consent is very important.
That's what she said.
You know, it's a
if there
theme,
was
right?
ever the wrong time to say that.
It's a theme, right? Look, but there are advantages of having sex while on your period.
Give me some.
For the women.
You said, for the women.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, orgasms release endorphins, and what's happening when you're on your period? You know,
you're usually in pain.
Yeah, you're in pain. You're experiencing cramps.
Also, endorphins relieve pain.
Yeah, it's sort of a natural pain reliever.
Did not know that.
And
do women in their period jerk off a lot? Jerk off, jill off.
Yes.
DJ.
Yes.
That's what I call it.
I mean, yes. I've known a few that really enjoy doing that when they're on their period. They're not going to talk about it though, because again, there's a stigma.
This is the problem. Why is there a stigma against everything? Oh God,
it's the
anything
stigma,
that feels
man.
good must be wrong.
Yeah.
I have a thing about the whole don't talk about things.
Yeah.
Because this is why I have this fucking podcast. Because there's so many podcasts I know that they don't want to talk about sexual stuff or deviant stuff or anything that might label you a weirdo. Like, I don't want to make myself. Fuck you. I'm a weirdo. I'm okay with it.
And you know what? I know it's
a
little silly having two dudes talking about periods on.
That's
on
true.
Podcast,
next time I'll probably have Kelsey join us here and talk. And well, she's against it, right? I know this.
Maybe not, but.
I mean,
it would be interesting to hear a woman's perspective.
We've done it, but it's not our favorite. Okay, so do you have anything else? What is that?
Yeah,
Flexible? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I just read a thing on her screen, and
okay, so
I'm curious.
Sometimes period sex can be really messy, but there are options.
Towels
are one.
Washing machine.
Yeah, but there's also flexible cups, and I don't know if you guys have heard of Diva cups.
Never heard of that.
Okay. Let me cover Diva cups, and then I'll explain flexible cups. So a Diva cup is this like silicon.
Let me Google that.
Sure, Google it. A Diva cup is this silicon cup that you can actually insert in the vagina, and it goes and the end of it sort of goes over the cervix, and it catches the blood that comes out of it.
What is it called?
A Diva cup.
A Diva cup. Is that a brand or
Diva cup? Not a Diva cup. Just Diva cup.
I still found it, brother.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Google accounts for imbeciles. There's
so
an
this
example
sort of
there.
covers the cervix and catches the blood.
Are
you showing it?
I'm about
No.
to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
That looks huge.
Okay.
That looks entirely too big.
That's a good segue into one of the things about Diva cups. They come in all sizes.
Oh, okay. So there's like size, like a medium, small,
Yeah,
that
that
kind of thing.
one
Okay.
looks like it's probably one of the larger ones.
Okay.
But
well, presumably because most girls will bleed a lot. So the size you get is not the size of your vagina, but the size that you bleed, right?
I mean, yes and no.
No?
If you get one of those larger ones, it can be uncomfortable. So what I've been told is it can be uncomfortable if it stays in there for a long time, if it's one of the larger ones.
Well, you're supposed to only put... Wait, but aren't those like alternatives to tampons to begin with?
Yeah.
Regardless of sex.
Yeah.
Like, that's a
sure.
regular thing that you can do instead of putting a... Okay.
And they last longer than tampons. Tampons, you're supposed to change every,
Oh, wait, these things are reusable?
Absolutely.
Oh,
these
silicone.
These types of Diva cups are absolutely reusable.
Throw it in the dishwasher, guys, and
yeah. So you can wash them out and put them right back in. I'm not going to go into too many details.
You only have to
about
do it a couple of times a month, right? Presumably.
Yeah,
I don't know how many
the
periods
regular size Diva cups will last about 12 hours.
I'm so confused.
Which is way longer.
I feel like this is definitely the wrong thing to talk about without a female in the goddamn room, because that's fucking. I have so many doubts. Like,
well, ask me questions.
How many periods does that catch? And more importantly, how does it stay in the position to catch blood?
Sure. Okay. So for
when
one,
you push it in,
it doesn't catch multiple periods.
Just one.
Yeah, you can have the Diva cup in for about between 8 and 12 hours.
Hi, Jeffrey. Nice to see you.
But depending on how heavy your flow is, between 8 and 12 hours. And then, when you're going to the bathroom, you can just remove it, rinse it out, and reinsert.
I accidentally turned that camera on. You can see us in that.
Oh shit!
I'm an idiot. That's not on the podcast at all.
Okay. Anyway,
the other computer.
Anyway, so usually between every 8 and 12 hours when you need to take it out and clean it, and you can reinsert it, and so you can use it for multiple periods.
Of course.
So this $20
plastic.
cup you can use for months and months.
How expensive are tampons? It's amazing to me that I don't know this.
I mean, it's
pricey.
Okay, so this is where we might need someone else. But I think it's about $12 for those boxes for the like
that handles like 5 or 6 periods because they.
No.
Yeah, there's like 30 or something in them.
No, for like the 12 to 18 packs.
Oh, the smaller ones. Got it.
They're like $12, and that lasts maybe
it's like $1 each.
1 or 2 periods.
Oh fuck me!
Yeah, so you make your money back after like 2 months.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely the wrong amount, the wrong type of people in the podcast. All right, let's do one more shot here. I'm sorry that the podcast is not particularly entertaining, guys. This is definitely a weird day for me without Baymax.
Yeah,
and
sorry.
he was also counting on Baymax. Baymax sort of keeps the show on tracks. Well, I'm gonna ramble, and so are you.
Apparently,
2 ramblers on the show is just not the best recipe for the fucking podcast. Cheers, everybody, to Tequila Day.
And Alex.
Oh. And
Actually,
absolutely have to make that noise every time I take a shot. Sorry, what?
Actually, wanted to make one more point before I go back to what you can do to make clean sex during periods.
Okay.
Diva cups. Can you give an oral when someone's wearing a Diva cup? Can you give oral to someone wearing a Diva cup?
I have never had a girl let me go down on her when she's in her period.
So the answer to that question is, assuming they're okay with it, yes, and you won't, and it won't be messy, because that cup, it really does catch everything.
Everything.
Absolutely everything.
So she will have 0 blood in her vagina.
Right, yeah.
What the fuck?
No metallic taste, no nothing.
No, what would? Oh, because there is iron in blood. I'm an idiot. Oh, yeah. I was like, what would there? If it's plastic, why would it taste like metal?
Do you have your Red Wings?
Huh?
Do you have your Red Wings?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
That you've gone down on someone while they're on their period.
What the hell did I just say? Did you not hear all the last sentence I said? I've never had a girl let me do it.
Oh, okay.
That was exactly what I said. No, I don't. That's her Red Wings. Is that like a badge of honor? Like, I did the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, it catches everything.
What color are the wings for the foursomes? I got one of those.
Blue?
Blue. Blue wings matter.
Because that's how my balls are right now.
Oh, a friend of mine texted me that his sister is looking for... I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Who is that?
Polylife.
Anyway, one more point on that. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about Diva cups, and look, there's plenty more information that you can get out there if you just...
Please Google Diva cups if you guys are interested in that.
By all means, or talk to your girlfriends. They know more.
Again, that's the theme of this fucking show.
Yeah.
Talk to your partner. Hey, you think this might be good for you? Talk to your partner. It's like
they might not like it and not even know it. Been there, done that. So,
and if they don't like it, talk to them about polyamory so that you might try it with someone else. Something interesting about polylife. This is something that most people that are watching or listening don't know about. This is my girlfriend's boyfriend.
What up?
So, yeah, we share... What is it called? Eskimo brothers? Is that a thing they call it?
I don't know.
Somebody called it that before, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And I, looked it up in the... What is it? Urban Dictionary or whatever? And it's, people that have had sex with the same person. And I'm like, oh, my God. Why is there a title for that? That's stupid.
This is beyond me, man. I have no idea what the...
People are silly, and they like to label things, and that's just part of the human behavior. But
flexible cups. One last thing.
Yes, I'm sorry. I keep doing that.
Flexible cups. All right, look. So there is a way that you can have sex on your period, and it won't be messy at all. There are Diva cup like things and a flexible cup. One of the brands. I don't want to advertise, but just for example, one of the brands is Soft Cup, and it's like.
Try to look that one up. Let's see.
Yeah, it's like a
soft cup,
a flexible ring with basically saran wrap on it,
That's interesting.
Swear to God. And so you insert that.
That looks like a condom.
Yeah, it does look like a lot like a female diaphragm, like the diaphragm type
Alright,
thing.
so let's show that. Anybody watching?
So that goes.
It's like a tiny condom.
That goes over the cervix, similar to a Diva Cup, except obviously, it's flexible, and it will stay in place.
The other one is silicone, so that's also flexible.
The silicone is hard. Look, you stick your dick in that, you're gonna feel the silicone.
Wait, so that you're supposed to hit that with
Yeah.
your dick?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So that the
What is-
cellophane will.
That's cellophane?
Yeah. Well. Okay, I don't know
say
what.
That. That's not okay.
Sorry, I don't know if that's cellophane.
It's some type of plastic.
It just reminds me of it because of the way it feels. But you know,
You're definitely bringing something that I have never heard of. I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah,
I'm not interested, but that's interesting.
So that'll catch the blood while you're having sex, and from my experience, you know, none of it comes out.
How big is that? Can you demonstrate like with your hand?
Maybe.
So can the tip of your dick get stuck in the tip of it and bring it out?
No.
No. I feel like you're saying that without knowing.
Especially mine.
Oh, come on. This is not the place to talk about your size. Even if it's in the opposite direction.
No,
most guys do.
mine'll just poke a hole through it.
Needle dick. Needle dick.
Anyway, I mean,
God.
it's pretty much deep enough in there that it really just doesn't move around. It's sort of like a Nuva ring, except with cellophane around it.
Nuva rings are not a thing anymore, right?
I don't know. Are they?
I have no idea.
Well.
Look it up if I have to. Nuva, what is it called?
No, Nuva ring.
How do you spell that?
Nuva ring.
Nuva ring.
Yeah.
It looks like the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah, except.
Oh, there's no cellophane
That's
in it.
birth control.
Oh, okay.
And
so what does
and
that do?
also-
How does that little thing do anything to prevent?
It's coated in estrogen and slowly releases.
so it's a drug.
Yeah.
Why is it a ring?
I don't know, for ease of insert and removal.
Really?
That's not a question I can answer. I
I'm
apologize.
sorry. I have so many fucking weird questions.
But
That's kind of what I do.
the flexible cups, they really don't move around on the inside. I mean, unless you're like just hung like a horse and just fucking.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of guys don't seem to consider. Vaginas are big.
Yeah.
Like a baby fits in there, so it goes pretty far up. If you think you're gonna hit the back of it with your dick, you're just wrong. Unless again you're hung like a horse, which not a whole lot of people have.
Yeah. Stop lying. Stop lying.
What?
Okay.
What?
No, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
you're telling people, not me.
You people, stop lying.
Yeah,
Okay?
don't lie about your dick size. It's not necessary. Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure any size. I am definitely under the influence of tequila now. I just realized I'm slurring and like my brain's a little slow right now. So sorry guys. I'm really apologetic. I apologize for. I apologize for my behavior tonight. It's a weird podcast. I wasn't in the mood to do any kind of research or plan things out. This is most definitely the most unplanned podcast we've had so far because he wasn't even planning to be the replacement for Baymax. He was supposed to be a guest, and we're gonna ask a couple questions where you had the chance.
Yeah.
And sorry, I cut off. I feel like you had a lot of stuff prepared and didn't get around to it. Do you want to read the 10 commandments now that I'm not gonna question you about everything?
Sure. Yeah,
Just
sure,
in
why
case.
not?
I will do that at some point. I'll do some like a little analysis about how many of those probably are the same concept.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
All right. So the 10 principles of Burning Man are radical inclusion, gifting,
We got to that. Yeah.
decommodification.
Whoa! What does that mean?
So you're not running around with Michael Dell shirts or Michael Dell.
What the fuck is Michael Dell?
Apple shirts. So you're not running around with Apple shirts on, advertising Apple ads.
Oh, so no advertisement.
Yeah,
So blank
exactly.
shirts.
I mean, you can have cool
Or
patterns
naked?
on it and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
patterns. Okay. So I'm assuming there's a lot of tie dye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tie-dye patterns, things like that.
okay.
You're not a walking fucking billboard is the idea.
I am. Have you seen the shit I wear? But
you can advertise yourself.
I can't.
Not big old corporations.
So
It's
it counts if I have my face printed on my shirt.
I mean, yes or no. There's a lot more to it than that. We could probably do a whole episode
All
on
right.
that.
Go ahead.
Radical self-reliance. We sort of hit on that.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to it than that. Bring your food. Bring your water. Bring what you need to stay alive.
Okay.
It's not up to someone else to take care of your ass.
Got it. That makes sense.
Radical self-expression. That's being you, authentically you.
Instantly, I'm gonna call you out with the immediacy. That is exact same rule. Identical.
There's no, not exactly.
Distinguish them, please.
There's a lot more to immediacy that I didn't really get into.
All right. I'll Google it later.
and-
We're running out of time. What is the next?
Communal effort. That's your theme
That makes
camps.
sense.
You all get together and
Communism.
and sort of set shit up, plan out your camps, plan out your stays, and things like that. Leave no trace.
That's a Boy Scout rule right there.
Yeah. So pick up the shit that you bring out there.
You missed civic. What is that?
Civic responsibility. Volunteering. So
Okay.
all these events are nonprofits.
Of course they are. Yeah. Sorry.
So you have things like rangers, medical staff, firefighters, all these things.
Don't do anything illegal. Like drugs.
What? No. Yeah. Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. So there's a lot of volunteering that goes on at Burns.
Okay.
And we can get more into that some other time.
Yeah.
And then participation. So you're not there to just
Be there.
enjoy the party.
You got to be
Do
part of
something.
everything.
Yeah, do something.
I feel like if I show up, I'll definitely be doing magic and.
Yeah. So this guy would be doing magic. He might do some flow. Do you do flow?
I don't know.
No?
I don't
Okay.
know what that is.
Well, like,
that like a
fire
drug?
spinning. No. Fire
Oh,
spinning.
boy. No.
Is that a drug?
Oh, blow is a drug, so why wouldn't flow be? I don't know. No, I don't do any kind of poet. Yeah. You're talking about like the spinner.
Yeah.
No, I don't do
Yeah.
that. I don't know how to. I never learned.
or
I know a little
various
bit of contact juggling, but that's not. I can do card manipulation where I like throw cards and
Well, there you go.
That's technically a float thing, but
Be a dork and play 52
I got
card
neon
pickup.
ones. I never dropped them. That's yet to happen in an actual magic performance. Never happened.
Nice.
All right. So it looks like we're out of time here. Thank you guys very much for sticking around for this drunken mess of a podcast.
We made it.
Yeah, we got through it somewhat. And I don't think we have a lot of participation out of people. But it's fine. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys are interested in other shows that don't necessarily include him, freakingdeviant.com. Go to YouTube. You can find it at the Freaking the Deviant. And yeah, so thank you guys very much. Your name, you want to say something at the...
About my name?
No, plug
About
in anything you want to...
No, I don't
any
have anything to
event,
plug, I'm
burner
sorry.
event, nothing
Nope.
like that?
Nope,
No?
nothing.
All right.
Sorry.
No big deal. Some people have something they want to, like a message that you want to give people that is going to last forever. Go fuck yourself. That's what he meant. All right.
DM me on Tinder?
Find me on Tinder. What's your username?
I don't know.
Oh, fucking hell. All right. Well, thank you guys very much for listening tonight. You guys have a great night. Life is chaos and nothing is sacred. Have a good night.
Good night.
Yeah. 3, 4, 5.